I'm Todd Grisham, and all the seats have been sold. We're live at the Empire Fight Camp. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
And now it's time for our tale of the... Caleb. Roy Jones Jr., one of the greatest of all time. Pensacola's finest.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. In the red corner,
they'll be fighting under the lights tonight. What a unique environment. We're expecting an all-out offensive display. They're both trying for a knockout. And a nice left hook. It's fight night, and as you can see, it is night as we fight under the stars for this big, highly anticipated main event.
It's been a long day, Todd. They've been drinking, they've been out in the sun, they've been having a good time. But this is what they've been waiting for. This crowd can be very unpredictable. And by the sense of it, it's night time now. They're waiting for the big fight. There's a lot of pressure on these fighters' shoulders to get that job done and perform.
Good counter punching. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. We wanted action, and they are delivering. How about that time counter shot? This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
To beat a counter-puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. A perfect counter lands. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Good counter punching. They both want a highlight reel knockout. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Beautiful counter punch. Talk about planting that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Wow.
On to the second round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
You're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
Beautiful counter punch. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Punch, counter punch. Oh, what a punch. punch caught him clean. They both want a knockout, you can tell. Perfect counter shot. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Beautiful counter punch. A lot of people love watching fighters in this weight class because they've got the speed and they've got the power. Both men step back for just a moment. There's a counter shot. Timing beats speed. Speed beats power. So close with that uppercut. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. What skill being displayed here between these two middleweights? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about planting that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he at? The bell rings and we start the third. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on there. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Well, Johnny, we're a couple rounds in. What are you seeing so far?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Good counter punching. A big whiff with the right hook. Beautiful counter punch. And he scores with the counter. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. They exchange punches. Good counter punch. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
Can they figure out the combination to this sink?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter. Can't find a home for that jab. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Only catching air with that hook. Looks like they're going to try and be a little more elusive now. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. A perfect counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about planting that last round. That was almost... Back at it in round 4. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Those counter punches have to hurt. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Continues to eat punches. Beautiful counter shot. He threw the hook, didn't land. And he scores with the counter. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through?
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when he catch you.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Caution being thrown to the wind. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Beautiful counter punch. He threw a punch and just got countered. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Nice stop, but that won't score. That counter shot lands. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about planting that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around? On to the 5th we go. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
And he scores with the counter. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Nice counter. How about that time counter shot? Neither one of them wants this to go to the judges' scorecards. That counter punch caught him clean. Can't find a home for that jab. Those counter punches have to hurt. He threw a punch and just got countered. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
There's a counter shot. Now going to get a little more loosey-goosey. Let's see how this one feels. That's a lot of swelling. The referee taking a good look at it. Is he going to stop it?
Are you all right? Are you okay?
And the referee will allow this to continue. Some bruising, heavy shots. So much for boxing. This is a fight. Couldn't land that jab. Well done with that counter shot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about planting that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Boxing, just be some great work. Great work. I love that. I love that. Jab slip. Go back out there and win this round.
On to the 6th round. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Beautiful counter punch. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Throws the jab but does not score. He threw a punch and just got countered. The courage on display here is incredible. Beautiful counter punch. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Caution is being thrown to the wind. Throws the uppercut but misses. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
What you've got to do, Tony, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Nice counter shot. Let's talk about planting that last round. Here we go. It's round 7. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time, and this fight is over. And as we We see it again. There's no way to get up when you get clipped with a shot like that.
Are you all right?